We found this footage on a camcorder in the alleyways of our inner city. This footage may be disturbing for some audiences. Here's what we found.
Yeah, I've been very interested in exploration all my life. There aren't any frontiers left. Pioneers took Alaska, astronauts took space, Marco Polo took the sea. All my frontiers have been robbed. The only frontier that I find interest in now is in decay, that remnant shell of factories and warehouses infested with roaches and intrigue. I have illegally trespassed acres of property, for there remains nowhere else for adventure.
You ever find any trouble?
Been a few run-ins. Had a few railroad bulls fire handguns at me. Never escaped with anything so bad as a graze. I had moved across the country for a degree. I failed the first year, didn't want the shame, and became homeless. December has come. Snowflakes fall from the sky, poisoning me, ripping through my decrepit thrift store clothing like bullets. I feel their impression, their blade-like steam that denies me sleep. I've been wandering Alaska for a few years now, staying alive off of donated food and hitchhiked rides. I've been a wanderer, an itinerant without anyone for 6 years. The cold is brutal. I can recall nights where I feel as though my consciousness has fled, or it has left to some heaven where its bundle of sensations are denied. A few of my fingers and toes have blackened from frostbite. My left foot lacks 2 toes, my right foot 3. My right hand doesn't have a ring finger. I am fated to never put a ring upon it. I have been hunting for a place to stay. Years of homelessness have created a ritual. Food by day, find somewhere to sleep by night. I have found something, but not through ways that I can enjoy. I speak to locals, and one recommended an abandoned fish processing warehouse on the outskirts of Homer. I have never gained pleasure from sleeping in abandoned places. I do not have the option to rest or look elsewhere, and so I made my march down Highway Sterling. I approached the warehouse and I began to feel strange. It must be the bitter chill affecting my mind. In any case, I am thoroughly desperate. I tried the doors, which were locked. I found a metal pipe along the side of the building and I broke a window. I crawled like an insect through the glass opening and drifted to sleep in a dark corner. There was a distinctly inhuman, animalistic call that awoke me. I find myself in an entirely new set of surroundings. Yellowed wallpaper, beige carpeting, and the incessant cicada buzz of fluorescent lights. My bag and possessions are no longer beside me. I feel the warehouse's inexplicable warmth radiate throughout my frigid, lonely body. I stand up with a distinctly powerful gait. I raise my hand to my eyes and notice that its fingers have returned. I feel my toes that I lost through blizzards. The scarred over bullet wound on my shoulder has returned to a neotenous, infantile tone. I can see with perfect sight the end of the hallway, the all-encompassing dull 90s backroom walls, and the hallway where it turns. Where are we?
I don't answer such things. I am a voyager of abyssal aeons, a hunter pursuing subjects for metaphysical answers. I derive intellectual marrow, answers, from those of the type 0.73 consciousness. My research is nearly complete.
As he is speaking, I notice his left foot misses 2 toes and his right foot misses 3. His right hand doesn't have a ring finger. My mind becomes overstimulated. I almost react. I then hear an increasing static within my ears. A guttural scream cries out behind me, causing me to turn away. I look back towards him, or at where he once stood. The man who spoke esoteric incoherencies is now gone. This late capitalist dungeon contains no exit. Its architecture suggests that I was never meant to leave. I run through the only hallway that he could have taken. I feel something after me, something hunting me as voraciously as I hunt that which ran from me. My legs give out beneath me, and still the yawning, yellowed hallways continue on. I force my skull into the lemon-stained and crusted carpeting, trying to force my head through the fluff.
You are our idyllic, chaotic gladiator. These examinations unearth hollowed findings in our understanding in eschatology. We acknowledge forbidden ponderings from the irreverent Abdul Malik. Space echoes like an immense tomb, yet the stars still burn. Why does the sun take so long to die?
After hearing such, I continued down the corridor for 7 hours and 14 minutes. The flesh in my legs were long bands of cord stretched over a skeleton that could no longer balance its tightrope. I collapsed, and before me appeared a vaulted door of dark metal, its circular handle unfurled and rotated, opening itself. Before me arose a ravine, a canyon of cavernous darkness. I crawled over to its plateau ledge and gazed deeply into its abyssal blackness. From its depth, one could hear heredities that could drive even the most mentally sound to suicide.
People be like,
These are the findings of low-res toast. We hope you enjoyed this piece of audio we found on the side of the street. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.